Hello everyone, it's me, NYSEinstein from the Florida New York Stock Exchange. It is September 24th. We ended last week with a rather strong move to the upside. All around the town, 26,700 and change. We held up an S&P rebalance that was fairly significant, although the market didn't move much with it. But the market ended up last week fairly strong and with a lot of shares trading hands, almost 2 billion shares traded right on the close. That was the S&P rebalance and the Russell rebalance. So we're coming in, we're not at the end of the quarter here because the end of the quarter would be the end of September. There was money shifting around again today. We are at the high end of the range, but we did see some profit taking. We did see a little bit of sell-off. We did see a lot of negative narrative coming out of Kavanaugh in the White House, China, Mexico, tariffs, trade wars, and whatnot. There is a UN meeting. We do have a president who I'm not really sure is prepared to speak in front of the leaders of the world. But there's a lot of uncertainty around the narrative coming out of the White House, possibly the Attorney General being let go, possibly Mr. Rosenstein being let go, accusations against the Supreme Court judge nomination. So, you know, and then China looming and whatnot. So we came into Monday with a lot of negative narrative, a lot of red, even though oil rallied up to a record high since July 9th, up $1.50, which I had predicted, actually, not to blow smoke up my own tune. But we're at 72.5. It is incredible. Russell off 7, Spiders down 10, market down 200. But still, with all that being said and a lot of red in the screen today, we had a good sizable volume coming into the end of the quarter, 854 million shares traded. That's good. Kind of a sideways move in the market within the negative mode and narrative, so therefore it's money changing hands. For every seller, there is a buyer. The market sold off hard this morning on basic negative narrative, continued fears about the China trade tariffs and whatnot. So I don't really want to read that much into it. I think the rest of the week will be quite telling. We do have a Fed meeting on the horizon for midweek. That is a big deal. We don't know what to anticipate, although it seems like we'll have an interest rate raise. But net, even on these days where we have down markets in the Russell and the S&P and the Dow, 200 points, market's still here trading at all-time highs. I don't want to read too much into it. I'm done for the day, really. Kind of exhausting. It is a Monday. I feel like it's a Friday. Coming into the end of the month here, coming into the quarter, one of the most solid quarters we've seen in a long time. One of the most solid rallies in the S&P, the Russell, and the Dow and NASDAQ across the boards for a quarter that's blown everybody's mind. You know what? When you have moves to the upside this way, you do see some profit taking, and that's a possibility. So let's see what happens. Today is Monday. Give it a break. We'll talk tomorrow. NYSEinstein Inside Wirtschaft. I love you all. We'll see you again tomorrow.